Hey y'all, welcome to Cleo's Collection. I'm Cleo, and today we are diving into the Tales from the Crypt comic series. Are you ready to explore the horror world and these iconic tales? Tales from the Crypt was a horror comic book series that originally ran from 1950 to 1955, created by William Maxwell Gaines, edited by Al Feldstein, and published by EC Comics. The series was part of a larger trend of horror comics popular in the early 1950s, but stood out for its high-quality writing, artwork, and its host of memorable characters, including the Crypt Keeper, the Old Witch, and the Vault Keeper. The stories in Tales from the Crypt were typically morality tales with a twist ending, often featuring gruesome elements. The Crypt Keeper, the Old Witch, and the Vault Keeper would introduce and conclude each story, adding a layer of dark humor to the proceeding. The series covered a wide range of horror themes, including ghosts, monsters, vampires, and physiological horror. In the early 1950s, comic books came under attack from parents, clergymen, school teachers, and others who believed the books contributed to illiteracy and juvenile delinquency. In 1954, highly publicized congressional subcommittee hearings on the effects of comic book upon children left the industry shaken, with the subsequent imposition of highly restrictive comic code. The EC Comics publisher Bill Gaines canceled Tales from the Crypt and its two companion horror titles, The Haunt of Fear and The Vault of Horror, along with the company's remaining crime and science fiction series in September of 1954. Despite its relatively short original run, Tales from the Crypt left a lasting impact on the horror genre of comic books industry. It's been revived several times since its original publication, including a popular TV series in the late 1980s and early 1990s, and remains a cult favorite among horror fans. With his grisly appearance and grin that could curdle milk, Crypt Keeper is the master of ceremonies for the tales that unfold in this crypt. His bony fingers lovingly turn the pages of the stories that will chill you to the bone. A figure cloaked in mystery, the Old Witch's tales are woven with threads of dark magic and her revenge. Her piercing gaze seems to seep into the depths of your soul as she recounts tales of horrors long forgotten. And with a cackle that echoes through the vaults, the Vault Keeper's stories often revolve around greed and consequences of one's actions. His tales are cautionary, reminding listeners that not all treasures are worth the price. Now let's talk about Tales from the Crypt TV series. This popular TV series adapted by the stories from the original EC Comics series, including issues like number 27. Hosted by the Crypt Keeper, the show featured a mix of horror, suspense, humor, and morality tales. It became a cult classic known for its anthology format and its twist endings. There are also the Tales of the Crypt Keeper animated series, which was aimed for a younger audience. This animated series featured milder horror stories with the Crypt Keeper as the host, offering a more kid-friendly version of the original tales. The success of the TV series led to several film adaptations, including Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight, which was in 1995, and Tales from the Crypt Bordello of Blood, which was in 1996, which continued the tradition of horror and dark humor. EC Comics are considered classics in the comic book industry, and Tales from the Crypt is part of the EC Comics legacy, known for its impact on the horror genre and its influence on future creators. The series, both in comics and on TV, helped popularize the anthology format in TV shows and influenced a generation of horror creators. The combination of TV adaptations and its historical significance, the comic market has ensured that Tales from the Crypt remains a beloved and influential series among horror and comic book fans alike. Thank you for joining me on this creepy exploration. Until next time.